Hey, how's it going? I was gonna just point out some things around the garden on my phone with the 360 app, but it really didn't take that good of a 360 picture, so just figured I'll just take a video and shoot some things. So right behind me here is my compost pile. It's been sitting here stirring and cooking for almost a year, and just got done harvesting about 4 or 5 gallon buckets full of some good compost. So anyways, I'll just go around the garden and show you some stuff and what's going on and whatnot. So enjoy. So anyways, here's some cilantro that overwintered, and looks like it might be on its way out because it's probably going to be flowering soon, so probably need to harvest some of that. And there's a couple tomatoes and some lemon cucumbers. And there's some of the buckets of dirt. I went ahead and put some tomatoes in 2 of them, and I already dumped some of the other bucket around. Here's my potatoes. These are some red potatoes, and there's a couple buckets of lettuce. I'm doing lettuce a little bit differently this year. Instead of growing it in one of my boxes, I'm just gonna have been growing it in these little pots. And so over here, actually in these 5-gallon buckets, the orange and red, there's some potatoes growing in there, but as you can see, they're not doing so well. So that project was not very well. And over here, the row of tomatoes against the greenhouse are the only tomatoes that are left that I started from seed before everything froze and I lost pretty much everything. So they're doing all right. They're hanging in there. And I think most of those are the Cherokee Purple. I think one of them on the end is a German Johnson. And I'll just kind of show you a big old view here of everything, and you can kind of see this right here is the new bed I made this winter with a cinder block border that I planted some herbs in and stuff. And that everything along the fence is pretty much new. I've never really grown stuff in containers because I haven't really had that much success. But actually this year obviously has been a success. So, and here's Duck stretching out after sleeping in the garden all day. Hi, Duck. Anyways, so over here we got onions growing. These are some red onions. These are actually the better looking onions of the whole batch of probably 300 or so. Kind of disappointed in them this year. And so over here we have some Arkansas Travelers on the end. And then over here in these 2 rows we have I believe mortgage lifters. These here and here, this row. And this row is, let's see what this row is. Oh, that's pineapple bicolor. I'll put some yarrow in here. It's actually starting to bloom. Just to attract some insects and whatnot. On the end we have some black krim. They're actually doing pretty good. In here I did have some San Marzano tomatoes, but obviously they died in the freeze a couple weeks ago. So I replaced them with some open pollinated aromas. And down here next to them I've put in some pulverized lime. They seemed to help out the tomatoes last year. Here's another bed of potatoes. They started in this bottom, I don't know if you can see it, but there's actually three boxes. I started them in the bottom box, and I've been adding to it as the potatoes grow. And nothing I've ever done before as far as adding dirt to them and adding layers. So we'll see how that goes and if they grow any more potatoes than normal. Over here, obviously, you can see the onions that are not doing so well. And on this side of this box is some multipliers and potato onions. they're actually doing pretty well. I've never actually grown these before, but we'll see how that is. Here's my 2 rain barrels. The one on the left actually has a leak in the spigot, so it's kind of out of commission right now. Garlic. I haven't grown garlic in a couple of years, since this one bed right here will actually suffice for about 18 months, because we don't use garlic too often, but when we do, we like to have it on hand. So in this tote right here, we got some peppers. I forget which kind they are. This one right here actually kind of took a hit from the freeze, but these other two really didn't have any issues, so that's kind of odd. But actually, it's starting to bounce back a little bit. Hopefully, it hangs on. Here we have some open pollinated porter cherry tomatoes, and as you can see, obviously there's pulverized lime in the bottom here as well. And these are actually the tomatoes that are doing the best. And like I said, never actually had any success growing tomatoes or peppers in pots or buckets before, so for them to be doing this well, I'm actually happy. And actually there's where's it at? There's actually a tomato there growing. I think there's one probably, yeah, there's one right there. And I actually think these are cayenne peppers in this bucket here. This bed's really new. Actually, just put it in probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I got zucchini growing in here. I had to keep it a little narrow just so I can get my mower through to get from the front yard to the backyard. So, anyways, this is the contained garden. Everything else is either out the gate there. I got some stuff sitting on the table over there on the porch, but anyways, so that's the garden. And if you have any other questions or concerns, or want to know what else I'm growing, I was going to show you the cinder blocks here. Most everything in here I've pretty much started from seed. I have kale and arugula and some spinach and some chives that aren't doing so well. Got more chives growing. There's some flat leaf parsley and some sage. The sage is actually getting eaten up by something. And there's some borage and some Swiss chard. The chard's actually doing well. I've been having to pick it pretty often. I got some fleabane and some, I think both of those are fleabane there. Fleabane is supposed to keep the fleas away, but we'll see how that goes. Got some oregano there. That's some scarlet flax, if you can see it. Some scarlet flax. Here's some marigolds that I need to put in the ground. Some more spinach. There's some mint right there. I had to keep it in a pot because the roots run rampant. And I put in some lavender. My other lavender by the mailbox in the front yard bit the dust a couple years ago. So, anyways, that's the garden. And maybe I'll do a video for the backyard, or this is one for the backyard, one for the front yard, maybe tomorrow or something, and post that. So, anyways.